So, welcome to class 15 of Java. In this class, we are going to understand nested if-else if statement. Okay. So, nested if-else if statement is generally used to check a sequence of conditions. Okay. So, if you want to check the conditions like this in a sequence, one after the other, then we have to use what? Nested if. Okay. In this nested if, what we are going to do is, we are going to write the if condition beside the else. Okay. How to use? Let us understand this particular thing. So let me explain through this particular board. Let us understand very clearly here how does the nested if will work. So first of all, let me explain regarding if else statement. Okay, how does the if else will work? So when we come to the if else, what happens here? It is this is the condition. Okay, I'm make you understand diagrammatically. This is what diagrammatical representation of if else. Okay. So if here we will be writing the condition. If the condition is true, what to do? If the condition is false, what to do? Like this we have to write. If the condition is true, do this. I am going to write the statements. Do this action. Okay. If the condition is false, and I can say that do that. Okay. So like this, if else is generally used on one condition. If the condition is true, do this. If the condition is false, do that. This is what general if else statement. This is what we have discussed in the last class. Now we are going to understand the nested if statement. Okay. Now we are going to understand what? Nested if else statement. Okay. So what does this nested if else statement do? It is used to check a sequence of conditions. This I am going to explain diagrammatically. See how it is going to be. Suppose if this is a condition, let's say if this is what condition number 1. Okay, if the condition number 1, if the condition is 1 is true, then I can say that do this. Okay, do this. What if the condition is false? If the condition is true, no problem, do this. If the condition is false, now again I would like to check another condition. So if at all the condition number 2, okay, condition 2, I am going to check if the condition 1 is false. If the condition 2 is true, then I can say that do this. If the condition 2 is false, then what to do? Again I am going to write another condition, that is what? If that is condition number 3. Okay, like this you can check any number of conditions. If it is true, I can say that do this. If the condition is false, I can say that okay, you can write any number of conditions like this, or I can say that default statements. Default statements we can write. Okay, the default statements, it is going to be executed, right? So this is how the nested if can be used to check a sequence of conditions. Okay, let me explain here. If the condition 1 is true, go this side and do this particular thing, do this particular action, and come out of this particular total if. Okay. If the condition 1 is false, then go this side and apply the condition number 2. Check the condition number 2. If it is true, do this and again come out of the if. If the condition 2 is false, what happened? Go this side and check the condition number 3. If the condition 3 is true, do this action and come out of the total if statement. If the condition is false, then there is no condition over here, then execute what? The default statements. Okay. So like this, if you want to check a sequence of condition like this, then we have to use what? The nested if statement. Okay. So let me copy paste in the MS Word. So here I am going to copy paste this one. So the same thing, how can we write okay, in Java using syntax? Okay, this is what I am writing. See, this is what? If condition 1. If condition 1 is true, go into the if block and execute statements 1. Okay. If the condition 1 is false, then go else and check the condition number 2. Okay. If the condition 1 is false, go to the else and condition 2 will be checked. If it is true, the statements 2 will be executed and come out of this complete nested if. Okay. If the condition 2 is false, then will go to the next else and condition 3 will be checked. If it is true, enters here, statements 3 will be executed, then come out of the total nested if. Okay. If all the condition gets false, like this, all the condition get false, then it will go into the last else where it is going to execute the default statements without checking any condition. Okay. So this is what? If all conditions becomes false, then the default statements will be executed. Okay. Now the question is like this. When does it reaches to the condition number 3? When it reaches to the condition 3 means if the condition 1 is false and condition 2 is false, then only it will reach to the condition 3, otherwise it will not reach. Okay, right. On this I am going to explain one program. So I have already typed a program, let me explain directly here. Right. This is what a program on nested if. So what the program is like this. Read a number between 1 to 5 and print in words. Okay, read a number between 1 to 5 and print in words. Okay, so this is what happened. Let me show you. This is what the program. So read a number between 1 to 5 and print in words. What do you mean by this particular thing? Let's say example. Enter number between 1 to 5 like this. So whenever you run the program, you will get the output like this. The output, okay, example output I'm showing here, example output. So if you run the program, it should show like this. Enter number between 1 to 5. Suppose I have given 3, then it should print on the monitor as 3. Okay. Similarly, again, enter number 1 to 5. If it gives 5, it should print on the monitor as 5. Okay. Enter number between 1 to 5. If I give 8, means 8 is outside this particular 1 to 5 or not. Therefore, it should print the message number out of range. Then how to do this programming? Let us understand. Okay. Let us understand here. Okay. Again. So what we do, first of all, we have to read a number. Okay. See here, I am reading a number. So this scanner is used to read the value from keyboard. Here I am taking a variable to read the number. Okay. Then system.out.println, okay, enter number between 1 to 5. So this is what the statement I am giving. And here I am reading the value for n. N is equal to sc dot next integer. So it is going to read the number into the n. Okay. Now I am going to apply the conditions on this n. Okay. What is the condition that I have to apply on the n? Let us understand once again over here. Okay. So did I copy paste this particular thing in the MS Word? Let me check once please. Okay, all right, I have copied that, no problem. I raise this particular content, right. So, okay, if n is equals to 1, you print on the monitor 1. This is what you have to write. If n contains 2, print on the monitor as what? 2. If n contains 3, print on the monitor as 3. If n contains 4, print on the monitor as 4. If n contains 5, print on the monitor as 5. Like this we have to print. Otherwise, okay, otherwise print what? Number out of range. Number out of range. Like this you have to print. Okay. So how we are going to check? See, on this particular n, we are going to apply how many conditions? 5 sequence of conditions. So how to write this statement? Let me show you here in the program. See, if n is equal to 1, print on the monitor only1. Okay. If n is equal to 1, if this n contains 1, if n is equal to 1, go into this if and write the statement or print the statement only1. Okay. Right. So this is. So if I give the digit 1 and is printing in the words only1. Okay. Like this. Similarly, else if n is not 1, then go to the else. If n is equal to 2, print in the monitor as 2. Similarly, else if it is not 2, then else if n is equal to 3, print on the monitor as 3. If n is equal to 4, print on the monitor as 4. If n is equal to 5, print on the monitor as 5. If n is not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then print on the monitor number out of range. Okay. So like this we can write the nested if program. So let me execute and show you what is the output that you are going to get for this program. Okay. So this is where I am now executing the program. Let us see. Here I am giving the number is 3. Now it's printing what? 3, because n is equal to what I have given here? 3. N is equal to I have given here 3. So the condition applied first of all. N 3 is equal to 1, no false. It will go to the next else. If n 3 is equal to no false. If 3 is equal to 3, yes, true. Therefore enter into this particular if statement and it will print on the monitor that 3. Okay. So then after it will come out of the complete nested if. It will come out of the nested if. Okay. Similarly, now I run the program second time where I am going to give the number 5 now. Okay. I give the number 5. Let me give the 5. Okay. So 5 I am giving. Enter. So what happens? All this condition becomes false, and if this last condition is equal to 5 got true, it enters into the here and prints on the monitor as 5. Okay. Now what if I give other than 5? 1 to 5. Okay. So let me show you the output. Here I am running the program. Now I give the out 8. Press enter. So what happens? Number out of range. So all this condition becomes false. Therefore you got on the monitor that number out of range. Is it okay? Right. So this program I am copy paste here, I am copying here, already I have copied here, but once again I try to copy here, once again I try to copy the program. So this is the program that I copied. Okay, next program I am going to write here, that is what program on calculator. This is a calculator program I am going to explain. Let us understand the calculator program. See, already I have written this particular calculator program. Let me explain first of all what happens. See, the calculator is a program which should show 4 options here. This is what menu program. This is called as menu program. Okay. So the calculator heading, it should show 4 options like addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. Okay. According to the option selected by the user, that calculations should be performed. Okay. How? Let us see that. For example, it should show first of all this calculator menu. Then it should ask enter choice. Okay. Suppose the choice is given 1. If the choice is 1 means you have to perform addition calculation. Okay. If the choice is given something called as 3, then you have to say what? Multiplication calculations you have to perform accordingly other calculations. Okay. Suppose I have given choice is equal to 1. What happens if the choice is equal to 1? Then should ask what? Enter the 2 numbers to do the calculation. Now I am giving the 2 numbers 10 and 4. Now 10 and 4, on this 10 and 4, see what's the choice you have given? 3 for multiplication. So therefore on this particular 10 and 4, multiplication calculation should be performed and you should print on the monitor that 40. Okay, 10 into 4 means what? 40 it should print. Clear? So similarly, if I give here, okay, choice is equal to 1 and the 2 numbers I have given 10 and 4. What is this please? Addition. Addition means what? It should print on the monitor that addition is equal to 14 like this. So according to the choice number that the user gives, that calculation should be performed on this one. Okay. This is what we call as calculator program. Okay, fine. Now how to do means, first of all you have to print this particular menu. This menu you have to print first of all. Okay. How to print the menu? Let's say that. So I have taken some variables here, choice variable, to store this choice value, and to store this particular 2 numbers, I have taken here double A and B. Okay, A and B are the variables which are used to store these 2 numbers. And to store this particular results of calculation, I am taking the variable called as result. Okay. Now, so what I do here, it is I take a scanner, scanner object I am creating to read the values from keyboard. Now first of all I am going to print the menu. Like this I am printing the menu. Okay. So this is what the calculator, and I am printing one dashed line. Then I am printing 1 for addition, 2 for subtraction, 3 for multiplication, 4 for division. Okay. So let's say that when I run the program, this particular menu how we are getting, let us see. Okay. Then immediately it will ask to enter the choice, enter choice. Let's say, okay, let me run this one. So immediately it will show the output like this menu will be shown. See, this menu it is going to show now. This menu it is going to show.